Listen closely, because the smallest heroes often hide in the places no one ever looks. On a perfectly normal morning, at a perfectly ordinary school, something extraordinary was about to happen. And no one, not the teachers, not the students, not even the principal, had any idea that the fate of the entire school rested in the hands of heroes no taller than a pencil. This is the story of the tiniest superheroes who ever lived. Jefferson Elementary looked just like any other school. Long hallways, shiny floors, loud bells, and backpacks everywhere. But deep inside the walls, behind the lockers, under the stairs, and inside forgotten vents, lived a secret world. A world so small humans could never see it. In that hidden world lived 4 tiny friends. First was Spark, no bigger than a thumb, fast as a blink, glowing with tiny sparks of electric light whenever he ran. Second was Luna, calm and clever, who could bend shadows and disappear whenever danger came close. Third was Bolt, strong for his size, able to lift objects 10 times heavier than himself. And finally, there was Echo, who could hear sounds from anywhere in the school. Footsteps, whispers, even the hum of machines. They weren't born superheroes. They became heroes because someone had to protect the school. For years, the tiny friends watched the humans from afar. They laughed when kids laughed, they hid when teachers stomped by, and they worked together to fix small problems, stopping leaks, moving fallen wires, keeping machines running smoothly. No one ever noticed, and that was fine, until the day everything went wrong. It began with a strange sound. Echo froze. His eyes widened. "There's something wrong," he whispered. "Very wrong." The sound wasn't laughter. It wasn't footsteps. It was a low, angry rumble coming from the basement. At the same time, the lights flickered across the school. Computers shut off. The bell rang by itself. And far below, an old experimental power generator, forgotten and unstable, started overheating. If it exploded, the entire school would be destroyed. The tiny heroes looked at each other. "This isn't just a small fix," Bolt said. "This could end everything," Luna added softly. Spark clenched his fists. "Then we don't run, we act." They raced through vents, slid under doors, and dodged giant shoes pounding above them. The closer they got to the basement, the hotter the air became. Sparks flew, machines rattled, alarms began to scream. Up above, students panicked, teachers shouted, the principal tried to stay calm. No one knew what to do, but the tiny heroes did. The generator was massive, like a mountain of metal. Broken wires snapped wildly. A red warning light flashed faster and faster. There were seconds left. Spark ran straight into danger, electricity dancing across his body as he rerouted power through his hands. Luna vanished into the shadows, sneaking behind the generator to shut down a jammed valve. Bolt pushed with all his strength, holding a loose metal plate in place so it wouldn't crush them, and Echo shouted directions, guiding them through the chaos. 5 seconds, Echo cried. The heat was unbearable. Spark screamed as energy surged through him. Bolt's knees shook. Luna slipped, nearly falling into a spinning fan. But they didn't give up. With one final burst of effort, Spark released the power safely into the ground. The generator shut down. The alarms stopped. Silence. Above them, the lights flickered back on. The school was safe. The students cheered, thinking the danger had passed on its own. Teachers hugged each other. The principal sighed with relief. No one saw the tiny heroes collapse behind a wall, exhausted but smiling. They had saved the school. But their story didn't end there. Over the next few days, strange things happened. Broken things fixed themselves. Lost items reappeared. Accidents were avoided at the last second. The school felt safer. One quiet afternoon, a young student named Mia dropped her pencil near a vent. As she bent down to pick it up, she noticed something impossible. Tiny footprints. She leaned closer. 4 tiny figures waved back at her. Instead of screaming, Mia smiled. "Thank you," she whispered. The heroes froze. Then Spark waved back. From that day on, the school was never truly alone, and the tiny superheroes continued their mission, not for fame, not for reward, but because protecting others was the right thing to do. Because heroes aren't measured by size, they're measured by courage. And somewhere inside every ordinary place, extraordinary heroes are waiting.